Hello all. Today we will discuss about coal and ash handling system part 3. Last time we have discussed about introduction, coal handling, coal storage, burning system and types of stockers and their working. In this lecture we are going to discuss about pulverized fuel handling system, pulverized mills, pulverized coal burner and oil burners. So let's start about it. Pulverized coal system. The diagram shows pulverized coal system. In this system, coal firing coal is provided to dust like to increase its surface area. Power the coal is then projected into the furnace by means of current of hot air. This is this hot air which is used to dry coal before entering the furnace is called primary air. The amount of air which is supplied separately for completing combustion is called secondary air. The efficiency of pulverized coal firing system depends on the size of powdered coal. The fineness of coal should be such that 70% of that passes through 200 mesh and 90% passes through 50 mesh order to promote ignition and obtain high combustion efficiency. The purpose of the process of pulverizing consists of crushing raw material and lump coal about 15 to 25 in crusher. The crushed coal is then fed to raw coal bunkers, which is then transferred by gravity to grinding mills, which reduce coal about 200 to 300 mesh size. During grinding, hot air is blown over fuel, so dry it. The main parts are hooper, pulverizing mill, cyclone, feeder, fan, and separators as shown in figure. And here is furnace, and at the right side is furnace chamber. Okay. So advantage of pulverized coal system. Pulverized increase surface area of coal. Greater surface area per unit mass of coal permit faster and efficient combustion as more carbon is exported in heat oxygen. Any grade of fuel can be used in powder form. It required less amount of exit air and proper mixing of air and fuel produced high furnace temperature and result in higher boiler efficiency. It can utilize highly preheated air, for example 250 degrees Celsius to 420 degrees Celsius, which promote rapid combustion and also reduce heat carried by exhaust flue gases. Slagging and clickering troubles are very less. Carryover of unburnt fuel ash is practically nil. We can say each boiler can generate about 2000 tons of steam per hour as large amount of heat is released. This makes suitable for thermal power stations. The rate of feed the coal regulated perfectly, resulting in greater fuel economy. This method is flexible and sudden variation in steam demand can meet. The boiler can started up from cold rapidly and efficiently. This is advantage in case of emergency. Standby and banking losses are very low. There are no moving part in furnace subjected to higher temperature, hence life of system is very high. As per pulverization equipment is located outside the furnace, then can be repaired or maintained without cooling that unit. It can be operated successfully combination with gas and fire systems. The external heat surface are free from founding and corrosion combustion of smokeless. As handling problems are less, furnace less volume required for furnace, and the structure arrangement and flooring are very okay. Let's see some disadvantage of pulverized coal system. First disadvantage is initial cost. Initial cost is more than additional equipment are required to pulverizing the coal. Additional power is required for grind the wheel. It produced fly ash, which required efficient dust removal system like electrostatic system. As the furnace temperature is high, conventional type of refractory beads are required. It is necessary to provide water-cooled walls for safety of that furnaces. Power coal burners like gas is danger explosion. Then special starting equipment are required. Then it produces more air pollution due to emission of that fly ash. Powdered coal which is stored should be protected from other fire hazards. Large building space is required for practically for central systems. Operation and maintenance cost is very high and skilled operators are required. So pulverizing coal system is also have some this type of disadvantages. Now, pulverization system can be used by two methods. There are two different methods for pulverized coal system. First one is unit system and second one is central bin system. So let's see about unit system. Unit system is shown in figure. There are some main parts are there: raw coal burner, furnace, burner, exhaust fan, secondary hot air separator, pulverizing mill, other fan, feeder, and hot air from the preheater. In this system, separator pulverizing unit provided for each furnace and fuel is fired into furnace without burning or stored. It is called unit system. As each burner a pulverizer constitute as given in figure arrangement of that unit system. Crushed coal from raw coal bunker fall by gravity into a feeder. The feeder regulates flow of that coal to the pulverizer. Hot air from air preheater or flue gases is passed through the feeder to dry that coal. Dried coal from feeder is transformed by pulverizer, where it is powered to required fineness. Pulverized coal is extracted via separator by exhaust fan, which is discharged its voltage to the burner. The function of separator is to separate the big particle of that coal from the fine powered coal and send them again to that pulverizer. Secondary air required amount to supply burners before coal enters to that furnace. There are some advantages are for that unit system. Let's see. It is simple and cheaper to install. There is a direct control of combustion from the pulverizer. Coal can be transportation system by very simple. Operating and maintenance charges are very less. The system works satisfactory even without drying the coal. Less space is required and power consumption of auxiliary equipments are very less. The chances of fire hazard are less and coal is not stored. There are some disadvantages. First one, if one pulverized unit goes out of order, its corresponding boiler unit has to be shut down. The degree of flexibility is less than that central system. The pulverizer operates at variable load as per the load of plant, which results poor performance and practically at part of loads. The post-draft can blades are eroded by they handle both air and abrasive coal particles. Strict maintenance of unit is required as there no reserve pulverizing coal. With load factor use common practice, the total capacity of pulverizer should be higher than that system. So this was disadvantages for unit system. Now we will see about central system. It can called also beam system. The arrangement of beam system is shown as figure. The main parts are row bunker, feeder plus dyer, ID fan, central pulverizing wheel, cyclone separator, screw conveyor, central beam, pulverizer fuel, FD fan, burner 1 and burner 2. In central system, small number of large capacity pulverization are used to central place and powered coal is stored in beam bunkers. From the bunkers, it is distributed to various burners through the separator feeders and as per load demand. Figure shows arrangement of central system. The crushed coal is fed into feeder by gravity from row bunker. Feeder regulates the flow of coal by pulverizer. The coal is dry in feeder using hot gases, preheating of air or blade or steam. The dry coal from feeder is then fed by pulverizer from the pulverized coal passing through cyclone separator, which is return oversized coal particle back to the pulverizer. The pulverized coal is the system transferred to central pulverized bunker. It can also be by conveyor. This bean may contain pulverized coal that lasts for about 12 to 24 hours. Then the conveyor used to be maybe screw or belt type. Primary air is supplied from forced draft to fan mixed with pulverized coal is supplied to central bean feeder. The mixture of coal and air then supplied to burner secondary is required amount is supplied to that burner before the coal enters to the furnace. So there are some advantages are there for central system are there. There is always some coal in reserve hands. Failure of the pulverizer will not affect the coal fit to burner, so it is more reliable. Then another one is post fan handles only, so there is no erosion wear or fan blade is. Then other one is degree of flexibility is better as quality of fuel and air can be separated or controlled. Then oppressor of burner is independent from coal preparation. Power consumption per ton of coal pulverized is less compared to unit system. Pulverizer can be shut down when sufficient reserve capacity is achieved. Pulverizer capacity is less as pulverizer always operate at full capacity irrespective of that plant load. There is good control of coal fitness. Less labor are required. Boiler room can be kept clean by housing beam system in separate to hole outside that room. So this was the advantage of central system. There are some disadvantage for central system are there. Initial cost is very high, then large building space is required for installment, power consumption of auxiliary is high, operation and maintenance charges are higher than unit system, safety arrangement is must prevent for hazard and stored pulverized coal, number of auxiliary units, for example, cyclone, conveyor, stage beams, fans, etc. are more. Dryers are usually necessary. Coal transportation system is complicated. Pulverizing mills. The coal is pulverized to dust like fine increased surface area which permits faster and efficient combustion without use of exhaust air as more carbon exposed in heat or oxygen. The coal is pulverized by grinding the low coal in pulverized mills or pulverizers. The function of pulverizer is to dry a coal, grind it, and then separate particles to required size. Pulverizing mills are classified in mainly two types, impact mills and attrition mills. Impact mills are also divided in two types, ball mill and hammer mill. Attrition mills are also divided in two types, ball and race mill or bowl mill. In impact mill, steel ball or hammers are used to break coal into smaller pieces. Whereas in attrition or abrasion type of coal mill pieces are rubbed against each other with metal surfaces to that they destinate. So first we will see about ball mill. Ball and race mill. This mill is also known as contact mill. In this mill, coal passes between rotating elements until it is pulverized to desired degree of fineness. The coal is pulverized due to combined action of crushing and attraction between their grinding surfaces. The figure shows diagram of ball and race mill. The two moving elements, namely ball and rear, are used to coal. The ball is held between upper stationary race and lower rotating race between by worm gear. The coal is supplied to rotating table feeders shown in right side of that figure and poles on inner side of races. The moving balls and race cage can be coal between them cross and into the powder form. The required force is needed for crushing apply with help of that springs. Hot air is supplied to mill through the annular space surrounding to races by forced draft fan. Air pickup from coal and coal mixture enter to the classifier. The coal wounds to its classifier make air to form of cyclone flow through oversized particles walls classifier. The oversized particles are returned to further grinding at the mill. The coal particles of required size supplied from the top of classifier of that burner. This in this mill there are some advantages are there. The pulverizer are widely used due to following advantages. It has lower power consumption of coal pulverized. It requires less space and has lower weight. It has lower capital and operating cost. Fan handles only hence blade erosion by particle avoided. It can handle coal containing much as 20% of moisture. There are some disadvantages. It has greater wear compared to other pulverizers. It can leakage fine coal ball of boiler room casing of pulverizer is working under pressure. So this was advantage and disadvantage for ball and race mill. Now next we will see about ball mill. The diagram of ball mill is shown. Schematic diagram of ball mill. It contains stationary roller mounted on electrical drive ball. The raw coal is supplied through the hooper and coal gets pulverized as it is passed between sides of that roller bowl. Hot air from preheater. Hot air from preheater is introduced through the bottom of bowl and pulverizer. It induced draft fan those heat or coal mixture due to which pulverized coal is carried out to stationary classifier located at top of the pulverizer. Classifier returns the coarse particles of coal for further grinding. The center of cone, the classifier. The coal pulverized in desired fineness is carried to the burner through that induced draft fan. There are some advantages for ball mill is it has lower energy consumption. Classifier can be adjusted, changed to the coal fitness while pulverizer is operating. Leakage of coal from mill casing negligible and mill operate negative pressure. It is comparatively compact mill with a smaller dimension. The noise level are less compared to other pulverizers, sir. And there are some disadvantages there. It is sensitive to metallic objects. They enter the mill along with coal grinding parts wear out, which required frequent repairs. Then another one is impact or hammer mill. This is impact or hammer mill. In this impact mill, pulverization can take place due to impact. The figure shown impact mill. High-speed hammers strike fuel lamps and crush them into smaller pieces. Grinding done by combination of impact of large core lump by attraction, aeration in gap between hammer and casing. Hot air given to the dry coal and fan induces coal mixer and classifier, which is usually cone separator. Centrifugal action of separator throws oversized coal particles back to grinding mill where coal fine particles suspended are discharged from the burner. The mill is preferred for low-range fuels like peat and brown coal having higher moisture content. There are some advantages. It is compact, simple, and low capital cost. It required minimum area and has operation speed. Coal with high moisture content can be pulverized. There are some disadvantages are power consumption is high when fine powder is required. Care should be taken in prevent metal scrap entering that mill. Its capacity is very limited. Now, we will see about pulverized coal burners. Burners are used to burn pulverized coal. Its function to fire pulverized coal along with the primary air and furnace. Secondary air is supplied to a suitable place and furnace to complete that combustion. Pulverized coal burners should be satisfied by following requirements. Characteristic of that coal is used. Gain size of power coal. Quality of violet matter in coal. Geometry of coal burners. Quantity of primary and secondary air is used. Furnace design. Load on plant. And method of mixing of coal and primary air. So coal burner are classified in four types. First one is long flame or U flame or string burner, or we can say vertical long flame burner. Then turbulent or short flame burner. Then tangential burner. Then fourth one is cyclone burner. So let's see first one vertical flame burner. We can say U flame burner or streamed burner. Figure shows schematic diagram of long flame burner. It is designed to fire onwards the furnace without turbulence. The pulverized coal and primary air mixture is discharged in furnace in the flow of furnace like U-shaped and streamlined. Territory of air supplied around the burner from envelope around the primary and air fuel. To provide better mixing, heated or secondary feed right angles to flames ensure proper mixing of fuel and for rapid combustion. This type of burner is suitable for burning low violet coal, such authenticate low velocity less than 25 meter per second, and hence take more than one to travel furnace and complete their combustion and fuel. Another one is turbulent or short flame burner. These burners are usually set into furnace walls. It can fire horizontally or same inclination by that adjustment. The fuel air mixer and secondary hot air are arranged to pass through that burner such that can good mixing and projected highly turbulent from that furnace. The mixture of burns intensely and combustion is complicated and short distance. The velocity at blade is high as 50 meter per second as shown in figure. This burner gives high rate of combustion and compared to other type of. This burner is preferred for high vi- volatile coals such as bituminous coal and other modern power plants of its use. Another one is tangential burner. As shown in figure, in this burner are located in four corners of that furnace and fixed such that way that four flames are tangentially imaginary circle formed at the center of that furnace. This resulting in intense of turbulence through the mixing of fuel and air complete that combustion in short period and avoid necessary producing turbulence. In the burner itself, the burner can be tilted above and below horizontal to control that furnace. Last type is cyclone burner. There are two major advantages for using that pulverizer version are there high capital running and cost and pulverizing mills around 70% of air or cost goes in exhaust as fly ash which required expensive dust connectors. These are two major disadvantages for this cyclone burner. To overcome about disadvantage in cyclone burner, crushed coal is used instead of pulverizing cloth. Cyclone burner consists horizontal cylinder of water-cooled construction of diameter of 2 to 3 meter in length around 2.5 meter as shown in figure. The inner side of cyclone cylinder is lined with chrome or crushed coal of about 6 mm size feed from the feeder and the center of cyclone furnace along the primary air. The primary air enters to the burner tangentially, thus impairing centrifugal motion to that coal. Secondary air also admitted tangentially at the top of that cyclone high speed, imparting the further centrifugal action. The small quantity of air cooled territory is admitted in the center. Extremely high heated liberation of use of preheated air causes to high temperature to the order of 2000 Celsius to cyclone. The fuel is supplied quickly consumed in the liberated coal and from the molten film which flows over the inner wall or cylinder. So molten ash or flow in appropriate disposable are as horizontal axis of burner slightly tilted. There are some advantages are there. Simple or coal crushing equipment can be used instead of coal pulverizing mills. High furnace temperature are obtained. It can be operated with less exhaust. Air is supplied by forced draft fan. It can be burned by low-grade fuels. Nearly 85% of ash coal can be removed in the molten from hence of fly ash problem is reduced. The rate of combustion can be controlled by simultaneously and manual adjustment of fuel and rate of flow. There are some disadvantages also due to use of furnace draft. Power requirement increase due to high temperature and production of furnace result in nitrogen oxide. It is very suitable. It is not suitable for high sulfur content, and burner of cyclone furnace also are subjected to erosion by high velocity of that coal. There are advantages and disadvantages. The oil burner, we will discuss about the oil burner and other topic in our next lecture. Thank you.